Hiya, Martin here. Thank you for joining me for this week's Turner's Journey. I hope you're all well and you've had super creative weeks and weekends in your workshops. Huge apologies for not getting Turner's Journey out last week. Everything just snowballed into a massive amount of work last week, and I filmed about half of it and then the microphone went dead. Then I got stressed and just thought, I can't do it this week. So big apologies for that. But last week was incredibly busy and industrious in and around the workshop. All of the labels and stuff for the new colours arrived. The labels for the new product arrived. I finalised the details for the giveaway, which went out earlier on this week. Did a few hours teaching and loads of other stuff. Massively busy week, which was stupendously good, and this week has been very much the same. On Wednesday, yes, it was Wednesday. Hopefully, you would have seen details of the giveaway that I'm doing, and that's open until next week, the 24th. Well, 23rd it closes. I'm going to do the draw next Friday in Turner's Journey. And I'm giving away loads of colours. The new Hampshire Sheen product, which is called Beeline. It's beeswax. I know. I said Hampshire Sheen doesn't include beeswax, but some people out there like a beeswax finish, so I thought I would have a go at making one, and I'm really pleased with it. There are 4 of those to give away. There were 16 available there were 16 available for free. But they sold off the website in about 2 hours, and the website crashed for nearly 3 hours on and off, and it was just crazy on Wednesday. It was absolutely mad. Excuse me, I've got a horrible cold, so please excuse me if I don't sound my usual self. So that's those, and there's the labels for the new colours. They're called the Intrinsic Colour Collection. Intrinsic meaning going together naturally and essential. So I thought intrinsic would be a good name. So there's those 11 shades in the range. And last week I mentioned about presentation, which kind of led on from a question the week before in the Q&A about presentation of products. There's the little sample bottles. They're 15 millilitres each. The big ones are 250. So the presentation, when they're boxed, all in a nice cardboard box, and there's the box of the full set and stuff. But if you're interested in the colours, I'll leave a link in the description so you can head over to the website and read all about them, because it's not just the colours in the box and stuff. And I really wanted to up the presentation of those products to make them stand out from the other brands, shall we say. If you watched the Robert Sorby Pro Edge overview the other day, on Tuesday, I think it was, Tuesday, and you are interested in getting the Pro Edge, then do check with your local stockist as to what they're including in their package. I've discovered that some retailers include a couple of the extra bits that are not included with the deluxe version or the Pro Edge Plus, whatever your local variation is. So do check with them about what is actually included in the package before getting back in touch with me and saying I was wrong. So that's all that's been going on in the workshop, really, is getting all of these stains and stuff ready. 250 bottles of the main colours have been filled, 500 bottles of the samples. It's just been manic, but it's been a really good couple of weeks. And then Wednesday, the day I did the released the giveaway, I coloured the back side of this bowl in a Facebook live demonstration on my Facebook group, and I'm very pleased with how that's turned out. And yes, of course, I used the new range of stains. So I'm very pleased with how that has come out. Right, let's move that out of the way. Right, let's have a look now at the Q&A. Gary S of UK Woodcrafts says, lots of people are using liquid shellac cut with meths as a base coat. What are your thoughts? I always found it very tacky when I use it for furniture polish. I had a thought of using it as a grain filler or a hard layer over my spirit stains before I go on to actually finish it with friction polish. Woodwax 22 or Hampshire Sheen? Okay, Gary. I used to use shellac many moons ago. When I first started turning, I used a shellac-based lathe polish, and like you, I found it a bit tacky, and I didn't like it in the end. So I moved away from that and moved just onto oil and wax finishes, which led on to Hampshire Sheen. But as far as Woodwax 22 or Hampshire Sheen is concerned, I can't really say publicly. It's got to be your choice. I prefer Hampshire Sheen because I make it and it does exactly what I want it to do. That needs to be your choice, I'm afraid, Gary. Give them both a try and use which one you prefer. Right, yeah. So, yeah. Awkward. You put me in an awkward spot there, Gary. Thank you. Andy Flavel says, as a demo for an idea, how about a box lid or an insight into pyrography? Both of those are on the list to do this year. Andy, thank you. I'll be doing one of those each, at least one of those. He says, I noticed you've got a set of coal jaws up the top there, which last week or last time were marked as not a clock. Do you ever use them? How are they, and are there good and bad ones? And are they an essential part of a workshop? Right, well, here they are. Here's the set of coal jaws I use. They are the Nova 12-inch set, and I've put the extensions on as well to take them up to 14 inches. And I use them quite regularly, Andy, for taking the bottoms off or to taking the tenons off bowls, and I find them absolutely brilliant. I've not used any other set of coal jaws other than the Nova set, so I'm not really qualified to say whether or not they're good or better than anything else, because they're the only set I've used. But I find them absolutely brilliant. The rubber buttons to hold the piece in are great, and particularly if you put some kitchen towel on there to rest the piece on first, then you take away any danger of scratching the rim. Larry Macedo says, I watched your video about the airbrush kits and you were talking about the stains you use being alcohol based. Where would I find them in the US? I'm not sure, Larry, to be honest, because I'm in the UK. I'm not entirely certain about your wood turning hardware structure, but you could have a look at somebody like Penn State Industries, or maybe Home Depot, or they're the only ones I know, really. Yeah, you could just try and have a look at see what you've got there. I think a lot of turners over in the US use trans tint, but I'm not 100% certain on that. And Larry also says, what kind of sycamore do I get? Well, I'm assuming it's UK sycamore. It's English sycamore, which is lovely and pale. It's very kind of almost white at times. It's lovely stuff for texturing and colouring. Very similar to your maple, I believe. I haven't turned a vast amount of maple, but what I have has been superbly good. Mike Crossley says, can you tell me where I can get cork fittings? I'm guessing you mean the cork bottle stoppers, Mike. I got them, I think, from Axminster, actually in store at Axminster rather than online, and that was the store at Basingstoke. and you should probably also be able to pick them up from various other craft places. You might try Turner's Retreat or Turner's Cabin, something like that, Mike. That might be helpful. Or if they fail, then take a peek at eBay. A lot of people have also commented about the Woodturners Journal being a PDF version. Most people, well, it was roughly an even split, but there was more people against the idea of a PDF. And I can understand their concerns about people downloading the PDF, selling it on as their own, changing it or whatever. So they are very much the same concerns that I've had. So for the time being, at least, the Woodturners Journal will not be available as a PDF. I will think of something else that would do a similar kind of job, but it'll have a different look and a different feel to it as well. So watch this space. I will do something along those lines for people who would like a PDF version of something. Yeah, tomorrow, which is Saturday the 18th. I think it's the 18th tomorrow. I think so. Yeah, tomorrow I've got four or five people coming into the workshop for a pen turning course, which I'm looking forward to. That's going to be a nice day. I'm running 2 pen workshops tomorrow, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Sunday should be a day of rest, as it were. So I may well end up just turning some stuff for the fun of it, some stuff for me, practicing some bits and pieces. Next week I need to do a video, an in-depth video about colouring, because that's going to be available as part of the intrinsic colour collection. So I need to do that, and I also need to do a project video. Now I've got 2 things in mind for a project video next week. One might be a very big, excuse me, a very big platter. Another one may be that really special one I was talking to you about the other week, using that burr. That could be quite good actually. I might do that one. Right. If you are new to the channel, thank you very much indeed for subscribing. I publish this video, well, most Fridays, and there's normally a project video on a Tuesday. So thank you very much indeed for watching. I really appreciate your support. If you haven't entered the giveaway yet, then head over to the website and please do so. You could be in with a chance of winning a whole host, or some of a whole host of goodies that I'm giving away next week, and the closing date for that competition is the 23rd of February. Well, that's it for this week, folks. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next week for Turner's Journey episode 72. Bye for now.